Okay, welcome to another YouTube video. Today's call, you're going to see something very interesting, which is going to be how you properly run through the discoveries in a way that, let's just put it this way. You have a prospect who is slow as shit and you just really don't know how to speed up the process. You're just fucking tired of having these calls that are like 1 hour and 10 minutes, 1 hour and 20 minutes just for the dude to tell you, yeah, man, I just kind of need to think about this. And so that you just end up grabbing your laptop and you toss it to the window and you say, fuck this shit. All right, relax, relax, relax. I am here. Luca is here. I have closed over $3 million by now. I have helped hundreds of students. I am making $50,000 a month. And now I'm going to show you exactly how I do it with the help of my students so that you can just copy what I am teaching them so that you can apply it into your own calls and make the same amount of money that I do. Okay? So just like I'm always saying, grab some fucking popcorn, grab a notepad, grab a pen, start writing the notes, okay? And you will see exactly the framework that I use every single time to make sure that I close the people on the fucking spot, okay? Now, if you want to get the specifics on what it is that you're going to see in this video, well, I'll just put it this way. Number one, this is how you deal with slow prospects. Like I said, you know those prospects that really don't know how to articulate their ideas. They just take forever. They just seem dumb. I don't know. You want to go faster, but the prospects are the type of people who speak like this. I don't know. So this is exactly how you speed up their process and you make them efficient prospects. Because believe me, the prospect just doesn't know. They never studied how to become a good prospect, okay? So it makes sense. It's natural for them to not know how to answer your questions perfectly. So I'm going to show you how I frame the calls and how to speed up the process, okay? I'm also going to be showing you the power of confidence and why this matters so much when you're on a call. Because on the calls, you're a fucking leader, man. You have to lead. You have to take people from point A to point B. Don't expect them to just do it themselves. I'm going to show you how you can be so confident that people will follow you and people will do their best to get to that transition. But you have to be the face, you have to be the leader, and you have to show them that this is a certainty, this is a possibility, that if they take action, they will turn it into a fucking fact, okay? So overall, you're going to see how you really speed up the process in the calls. You're also going to understand the tangible versus intangible ways you have to do to get a good discovery, okay? If you really don't understand what I'm saying, basically the tangible things is the conversations that you have when you're talking about numbers, okay, dates, specific amounts, tangible things. And the intangible will be pretty much the feelings, the emotions, the memories. And I'm going to show you how you can use both and in which order so that you can get the most out of sales. Because there's a lot of people who tell you that the best way to do it is to immediately go into emotions. And there's other people who tell you that as soon as you start a call, you have to immediately go into data, which is numbers, numbers, numbers. And the reality is that they're both wrong, okay? I'm going to show you what it is that you want to do, which is not what you want to do. You will understand when you watch the video. Now, anyways, I will explain also, because this is a recurring theme with closers that you just don't know how to do it, how to get the proper way on financial information. How do you know if the prospect is qualified to buy your thing? How do you know? What set of questions do you have to ask? And is it just one question? Is it multiple questions? You're going to see everything in here. So just like I said, you can just copy this, you can just paste it, use it on every single call that you have so that you can close a shit ton of deals, okay? One more thing, you're going to see, because I know you guys fucking love this, some objections handlings in live examples, okay? So you're going to see how I do it. I'm constantly making the students tell me, hey, just give me this objection, tell me what you would do, tell me what you're struggling, and I show them how you overcome it, okay? So again, like I said, just take some fucking notes. You can clearly see what is the thing that is working. And if you apply this stuff, I can fucking guarantee you that you will make a shit ton of more money. You will be able to hit those more than 5 figures. You're going to be able to close people at more than 70% close rate. And all you have to do is listen to the advice I'm giving you. It is that fucking simple. I am not fucking kidding when I am telling you that the things that I am sharing in this video are things that people are charging 20 fucking $1,000. Okay, I am not kidding with this. People are charging a lot for the things that I am sharing with you right now on this YouTube channel. People are charging you months in their mentorship so that you can get access to the stuff I'm sharing just in a fucking free video for you. So appreciate it, okay? Take some fucking notes. And as always, drop a comment with the number one question that you have regarding this topic. Maybe you didn't understood why I did this, or you just don't know how to do X, or you're just curious about something else. Dude, I'm on your side. I'm on your team. Drop a fucking comment and I'll make sure that I will get to you in the fastest way possible with the most detailed answer possible, because I want you to win, okay? And all you have to do is just ask me the question. I want you to feel like you're part of the hunters. I want you to feel like you're part of my mentorship. That's why I'm posting this raw video so that you can just see them, okay? And you can just ask me questions. You are in a high level mentorship, so take use of it. All right? Anyways, enjoy the video and take some fucking notes. Just another proof that the people who are in the highest echelons and making a shit ton of money, 9-figure entrepreneurs, just asking me for advice on very stupid stuff because they don't believe in themselves. Therefore, as I'm always saying, if you are someone who can believe in yourself, if you are an unstoppable force, nothing can stop you, literally, the definition of that, you will win. You just will win. People will follow you. People will listen to you. People will appreciate you. Okay. The greatest example is literally what just Andrew Nader showed in that example, in that interview. You could see the pain and the uncomfortableness from Andrew Nader on, I need to challenge. Like you could see him growing by the second. Okay. But the thing is, that allowed him to get that passed through that interview to a better opportunity, just because he was not willing to give up, just because he was willing to keep pushing, keep moving forward, and keep fighting. So the premise is, boys, believe in yourselves more than anyone else will, because no one else will believe as much as you guys can believe in yourselves. And you will see massive, massive results because of that. That is the ultimate skill. It is not how to objection handle or some shit like that. So that being said, gentlemen, as always, welcome to another roleplay sessions. We're going to see hopefully something very interesting today. What I would like, first of all, Joel, get fucking serious. I'm not seeing your accountability posts. Do you want to win? What's the excuse? Tell us your excuse. We're listening.
I don't have a real excuse. I I could tell you the reason, but it's not going to make it better. I need to do it every day.
I read a message from you saying every day in all caps that you're going to post it. And the day after that, you don't. Okay?
Yeah.
You lied to me, to everyone in here, and to yourself. All right. Now, guys, we can win, but we have to push like crazy. All of you, every single one of you. I'm seeing some massive improvements from all of you on when it comes to the daily actions. So I'm really happy for that. Carlitos, brilliant idea with accountability. I can just be on everyone's asses now. It's like it is a guarantee that all of you will be making way more than 5 figures, because now I know exactly what it is that you do. And if I see one thing that is not correct, I'll just let you know. So as long as you listen to me, guys, you will make it. So the first thing that we're going to start on is, gentlemen, is there any immediate questions, something that you would like to bring up? It's like kind of pressing. Otherwise, we're just going to jump with the role plays. Keep in mind that after this one, we also have an extra call. You guys know, okay? That's an extra one if you guys want a review or something more in depth. But like I said, if there's a particular question right now, we can 100% address it. Otherwise, role plays. I'm all ears. Nope, nothing. Okay. So we're gonna start with a role play then. I'm gonna see some action. All right. So the latest people who acted, I think the people, this role play has to be at least Andronator, Joel, and Jaden. I think you guys were the latest to practice one.
Yeah.
I think the one who hasn't tried in the latest was Andronator. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's you been the longest in actually doing a role play. So, and because you actually showed up like a G, so I'm gonna give you the honor to start. We can definitely, because we're starting very quickly. There's no, questions, so we're just starting. We can maybe squeeze in like 3 role play. So, Andronator, you're going to be the closer. I will need a prospect. Who's up for it? Oh no, Jesus, I'm the one with a very interesting gesture. So I guess you're gonna cook Andronator because that's your prospect. So that's gonna be interesting. Let
What
me.
office I can manifest it?
Oh no.
Let's do break into tech.
Okay.
Aiden, welcome to the call. All right, gents, you guys are ready?
Yes, sir. Do you
Yes,
want me to do
sir.
the intro as well?
Yes, I want to see everything. So from 0, let's get going.
You ready, Amro?
Yes. I don't have a prospect in mind.
There's a doubt there.
Wait, let me play my prospect, the one who I had yesterday. It was for manifestation, but fuck it, I'll use her.
Oh no.
Interesting. Okay. Hey, Jake. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Wait, breaking the fall. I'm a chick.
Oh,
What's your
my
name?
bad.
What name do you want?
Jennifer.
What?
Jennifer. Oh, yeah, whatever. Jennifer.
There you go.
All right. Hey, Jennifer. Nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Where are you calling in from today?
Oh, I'm calling you from Berlin, but I'm actually from Sweden.
Oh, really? You're from Sweden. I'm from Sweden as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Where in Sweden?
Oh, Stockholm.
Stockholm. Nice. All right, Jennifer, I know we'll have a limited amount of time, so ready to just jump straight in things?
Okay.
Awesome. So really, there's only one purpose with this call, and it is for us to answer one question, which is it a good idea for you to join the Break into Tech program? And what we're going to find that out is I'm going to ask you a few questions to really understand your situation. Then once I'm explaining the program to you, I really want you to ask any kind of questions you might have about the program as well. And from there, if it makes sense, we'll discuss next steps. But if not, I mean, hey, that's fine too. I'll just point you in the best possible direction. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. And just a fair disclaimer, I'm a pretty direct and straightforward guy, and I might ask you some direct questions. And I'd really like you to be just as transparent or direct with me. All right?
Yeah, no worries.
Awesome, Jennifer. So tell me, what led you to book this call with me today?
Yeah, so I got a message from Luca, and I don't know, was it from him or someone from his team? How many people are in the team?
That's a great question. I think we're 4 right now.
Okay, well, was it you who messaged me?
No, so I think I had a conversation with yeah, Luca, like you mentioned. Does that sound about right?
Uh, Well, it was from his account. I don't know if it was him or someone from his team, but yeah, so I went back and forth with him or someone in his team, and I basically discussed everything there. And yeah, we decided to just book this call and take it from here.
Okay, interesting. I mean, I assume you weren't forced. What led you to decide to book it?
Yeah, it was just the summary of what was discussed in that call in the chat between me and Luca, or not sure who which one of your team members were I was chatting with, but yeah, it was so we had a chat, and it was a long chat back and forth, and we decided to just hop on this call to see if this is something that can help me.
Okay. So I just had a brief conversation with Luca kind of about you before this, but just so I didn't get anything wrong, can you just give me an idea of what you discussed and what eventually led you to actually book this call?
Yeah. So I I was in a so my husband and we were married for 10 years. We've known each other for 14 years. And well, I found out that he was cheating on me with a younger woman for the past 2 years. And that led to like I don't know why, but I thought I was happy. I couldn't believe it. Like I couldn't believe he would betray such trust. I thought we were happy. I thought I knew him, and like there was so many red flags in the relationship, but I never really thought he would do such a thing. And after I went we went into therapy, and after that I said I wanted to do something for me, and this is probably something I want to do for myself.
Okay. So you've been knowing your husband for 14 years, married 10 years. 2 years ago, he cheated on you? Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Pause,
Okay.
pause, pause, pause. It's not that you're doing bad, but I don't expect good out of you. I expect a very high level. So I'm going to correct you and help you with the stuff. This is a prospect who clearly is all over the place, all over the place. So this is the prospect that you gently slap from the sides. Slap, slap, slap.
Mhm.
Wait, let me admit Jared. Slap, slap, slap. So that the prospect can be in the middle. Because if you don't constantly do this, the prospect is just gonna wander like all over the place, and this call is gonna take forever. Like this guy literally said nothing. This chick said nothing, and we took like what 5 minutes already into a call. That's crazy. So time is at the essence. So the first thing is that when you drop that question and she immediately said, "Oh, I talked with Luca" or something like that, is immediately jump in and say, "Okay, so I don't want to make any mistakes because I want to make sure, like I said earlier, that this is exactly what you need. So let's pretend that I have no idea what you talked with Luca. Why did you book this call with me?" Boom, immediately sharper. Okay. Now, when he's talking like this is something that is going to happen. You probably guys already know by now, but if you don't, sometimes you're going to jump into a call and you will have prospects who are very elaborate and articulate. I don't know, like me when I am speaking, that I know how to express all the points. Then you have some prospects that are going to be, I want to make money. And then you will have prospects like this who just talk and they say nothing. Okay. So in these types of prospects that they talk and they say nothing, at the beginning, even though it's a pain in the ass, and you're like, for fuck's sakes, I still want you to just listen. Just listen. But if it's taking so long, like it was doing with this, then I would just slap around, slap, 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 slap. Okay. So in this case, I will be very sharp and very direct with your questions, like a whip. So what you're doing is like, so 2 years ago, he cheated on you. Yeah, yeah. Well, because, and you will just keep going on this momentum. It's never going to stop. So I'm going to say, okay, so you had this relationship, this person cheated on you, and now you're exploring this. Okay, we can talk about that more in a second. I would like to know how that ends up with you booking this call right now. Do you see how I'm narrowing it? I'm narrowing it. I'm going to create such a narrow path for this person to walk that it's there's no way he cannot get out of the straight line. Okay. The good thing, and you guys will realize that with people like this, that they really don't know how to express themselves and say the stuff, they are extremely easy to direction. Okay, to put it a direction because they don't have one. The problem is when the prospect has its own direction and now you have to fight. It's the clash. But with prospect who have zero direction, all you have to do is put the direction yourself and they will follow. Does that make sense, everyone? Especially you do.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Great.
okay.
All right. So in this case, I want you to try to ask that again. How would you say it? What would you say now? He just finished talking. She just finished talking. What would you say?
Okay. Right, Jennifer. So we'll definitely discuss that part more in detail in just a second, but just understand, what does that have to do with you booking this call? Like, what is the connection?
It's because for the past 2 years, I didn't feel like I was the mother that I was supposed to be for my kids. I I didn't even feel like, especially after that happened, I didn't even feel like a human. I was in survival mode. That's it. I wasn't healthy. Like, I wasn't confident in myself. I thought I had an honest husband. I'm not. I've been seeing like signs. I don't know if it is from pure desperation, but I'm not religious or anything. But I saw signs that led me to say that this is probably something I should be pursuing.
What signs?
Just the whole the whole world of looking into tech and seeing if this is something, because of how much potential it can give me, my kids, small signs here and there.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if it's really something I should, or it's just me being desperate.
Do you have a job right now?
Right now, yes,
What do you work with?
I'm a nurse.
Nurse. Okay. And if you follow the signs, so to speak, and you'll land at a tech sales job, how would that improve the situation with your kids, like you being a better mother and the other things you mentioned?
Yeah, because right now I don't. I feel so much pain inside, like inside myself, that I'm not even, because especially 2 years ago when I heard about my husband doing what he was doing with that younger woman, I was pregnant at the time, and it felt like I was just cheated on, and it caused so much trauma that I think that this is like another, like a light in the end of the tunnel for me to go and finally be able to be with my kids, as opposed to just leaving them with nanny. And like, worst comes to worst, if they'll be with me, if I have to take care of my kids, they will be secure and under my care.
Whose care are they under if it's not you?
Just a nanny.
Okay. So just understand, this connecting to you landing a tech sales job, is the reason you want to pursue that because it's remote and that would allow you to work from home, or?
Yeah, it will allow me to work from home, make sure the kids are like, even salary wise, like I can afford better things for my kids in the future.
Hmm. Okay. How much are you making right now?
Right now, I'm making around like three and a half, 3.5K.
Okay. And will you say you landing a tech sales job that would allow you to provide a better life for your kids?
No, 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 no,
In
no.
what way?
You're mixing stuff now. You're going into logic and non-logic at the same time. So I'll fix this in a second. But first, do you guys understand my point from earlier, which is if you don't slap the prospect and you don't give him a narrow path, do you see how this is going to take 1 hour and 30 minutes in the call? So, and after 1 hour and 30 minutes, it's like you're both fatigued mentally. It's like, I'm not gonna make a decision, and you're like, I don't even want to battle objection. This is like, whatever, fuck it. So it's no, okay. This is a process that you have to be constantly slap around. You cannot not do that, like really. So I would first in that discovery, like right now, I would have just jumped in and say, okay, mm, I really can see, I can truly see that this is a painful moment for you. I'm having really, I'm struggling in trying to understand why you're in this goal right now. Oh yeah, because I'm in pain. It's like, okay, I know you're in pain, but how does you being in pain correlates with you looking to get a job in tech sales? How those two things correlate with each other? I don't understand. So be more direct and just keep pressing and keep pressing and keep pressing. If you don't, this is going to take forever. Okay. Now, what I would have done, and this is why I allowed you to keep going, is I would have done this and then I would have moved into the, you know, what I like to call the interrogation mode, which is question numbers, 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 data, 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 and just base myself on that because this is a prospect that right now, at least, I don't want to be talking about feelings because it's going to take me 3 years. But if I have all the data and then I add that a little bit of feelings, boom, I can already close. Now, obviously, this prospect is very moved with feelings. So maybe you guys will be confused, like, hey, shouldn't I play with the feelings? I mean, look at how this person is. Yes, in the majority of the cases, but with a prospect who is not articulate at all with his ideas, it's gonna take forever. And I'd rather play on my time. And also, all of you fuckers, you should be having call after call after call. Not like having 10 calls a day and hate your life, lose all your hair, like several examples out there. But I mean, actually enjoying your fucking career. Okay. So the whole idea is that you should have a bit of calls in a batch. And if you guys have, I don't know if this happened to you guys, but let's say that you have 3 or 4 calls in a row, and one of those calls takes 1 hour and 20 minutes. You're completely fucked. You're completely fucked. You're late to the other call. You have to apologize to the other prospect. You have to reschedule. You have to rush things. It's like, this is exactly what you don't want to do. So you want to planify everything so that it takes less than an hour. Now, the only calls that I would honestly take longer than that are calls that, first of all, it's a really big sum of money. Like, I mean, you can get easily 10, 11K commissions on that. Okay. So that call that I told you guys about that I made 11K, that call was like around 50 minutes. Okay. It was 48 to be precise. And that's a little bit on the longer side. The average should be 45. But I was happy to push it even more if needed. That's kind of like my point because it's like it's a big number. You want to cover everything. Now, if it's not that much of a big number and you have a bunch of calls, you need to be playing in advance and be like a chess player, 5 moves ahead. Okay, I cannot clearly with this prospect, this is gonna take forever, so I have to speed it up. Therefore, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with data gathering. And now comes the point. You started with data gathering, would you say, okay, how much money you make? And she said 3.5, if I recall correctly. 3.5 what? USD or pounds? I don't understand. Like clarify that. And then I need to say, okay, is that before or after taxes? And then I gotta ask, okay, how much do you spend per month? What are your expenses between you and your kids? How much is it left? Why do you want to transition then? Do you see how but you went into, do you believe this could help you or something like that? You just went tangible and then untangible. Do you see how you're mixing two things? And
Yeah.
that's, I'm not saying that's 100% bad, but with a prospect like this, it's gonna take you longer. It's gonna take longer. And speed right now, it's speed, one of your biggest goals. So don't confuse. This is why I'm always saying that I want you guys to go with a untangible, tangible, untangible, tangible. And that's how you do it. You don't do tangible, intangible, tangible, intangible. It's not a back and forth. It's like steps, stages, if that makes sense. So go one step back after she told you that she makes 3.5K and keep on gathering mode on logical, which is how much, clarify the currency, then clarify the expenses, clarify for how long she's been making that, and then clarify why, how does that affect her, like on decisions. I don't know. You take it according to whatever Jennifer tells you. Good? Make sense?
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, so 3.5K a month, is that USD or pounds?
No, it's pounds.
It's pounds. Okay. And is that before or after taxes?
No, that's after tax. Before taxes is actually £5,000.
Okay, after tax 3.5. Interesting. And like on a typical month, just ballpark it, how much do you usually spend? Like what's your expenses?
Uh, each month, it completely depends, especially because of my husband. He's not always home, so sometimes my husband's home, like he was only here during the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, but especially after what happened last year, he's he's been home a lot more. So now that he's home a lot more, the expenses hasn't been much, at least from my side.
Okay. So like on a typical month, how much are you usually able to save?
How much? Anywhere from two, 2.5.
2.5K?
Yes, pounds.
Okay. I see. I mean,
Boss, this is good. One step back. What about the husband?
what do you mean?
I'll show you. Okay, Jennifer. So you are making right now 3.5K, correct? Okay.
Yes.
And in your house, you do live with your husband. Do you still like live with him?
Yeah, I do still live with him, but he's not home that much. He's home a lot more than he used to, but yes, we still do live with each
Does
other.
he, okay, does he gives you money like for the children for you at the house?
No, he doesn't give me money, no, but he does spend on the kids.
Okay. With that enough, I might be good going forward. Why is this important? Because if he says he doesn't give money, he just helps the kid. Okay, so the kids are being helped, and you have this extra 2K, which will be the next thing that I would ask. So now that you have this excess of 2K a month, why the fuck take into sales? Right? That's the immediate question. Now, if I go backward, but if he said no, I mean he does help me, or maybe let's say that just for the sake of this example, they're not in a breakup or whatever the fuck she said. They're both in the house, right? And they're both a one family. If she's making 3.5, and then I'm gonna ask, okay, what about your husband? How much does he make? Oh, he makes like 8K after taxes. Before, no, already after taxes. Okay, so you guys are bringing 11.5K a month. Yes. How much is it left? Oh, like 5 6K. Got it. So you see how I need more data now? It allows me to really see what's the whole situation of the whole family now. Because if this ends up being I just need more money, then you just gotta say, what do you mean? You have 6K extra. I don't understand. Right? Which is again the same point that we will get here, which is you have 2.2K extra every month. Why more money? Why do you want to make this change? So, but it's not the same two as six. Yeah. And the
Yep.
numbers could be in that case, the difference is not that abrupt, but there will be calls, and you guys will see that you have some calls with people and telling you that the husband is making like 100 grand. And now you're like, okay, why are you so concerned? What's the point there? Or cases, and this happens more than you guys will believe, that the husband doesn't make money at all. She's the only provider of the house. The husband is just playing Call of Duty. So if that's the case, she has the responsibility of the children and the husband. She is the provider. Therefore, you need to play on that. Therefore, you need to use that. Okay? So it's when she says, I have 2K extra, okay, but you're the provider. How much 2K extra can give you considering you're the only provider of the house? And do you see? And chicks kind of like go crazy very quickly with the things you say. Is they have the tendency to be more paranoid than men. I'm gonna get canceled here, but you guys understand. So that's kind of like the point. All right. So you can absolutely play on that. So, anyways, I would ask about the husband. I mean, I just already did. So let's just move from that. And your next question, I think you know what's gonna be. Like, okay, 2K extra. Take it from there. But I just wanted to clarify that for all of you. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Jennifer, 2.5K extra. I mean, I know a lot of people in the UK that would be their dream to have that extra amount. So what makes you want more? Like what makes you land a tech sales job so you can make more?
Yeah, because especially in the last 2 years, like everything felt it was so dark, and you never know what the future holds. Every time I try to do something, it's just as if just a disaster just comes at you, right? So doing this can give me can give me peace.
Sorry, I didn't understand that. How do you mean?
It because especially with what my husband did, like I thought I knew him. I thought we would we had no issues, we knew each other, we were in love, and then he has been doing that for 2 years, and I don't know if I can trust the man again.
I definitely understand that part. But Jennifer, what I'm trying to understand is you save 2.5K a month, but at the same time you're telling me that you want to make more money because that would give you more peace of mind. I need to understand why. How do you mean?
Not bad. I'll jump in. Not bad. You just need to be more assertive with your questions because of the type of prospect you're dealing. It's not the same to ask that than to ask, Jennifer, what is peace to you?
Mhm.
Okay.
To me, peace. Oh, should I thought that was the whole thing.
No, keep going, keep going.
To me, peace is finally having enough, feeling joy for once in my life for the last few years, not having to worry if my kids are fed, not having to worry if this will not work out with my husband. So yeah, I would say that is peace to me.
Okay. How how do you need to worry about your kids being fed when you save 2.5K a month?
Yeah, it's because I cannot forgive my husband for what he has done, and I'm just constantly taking it on me. Like I feel that I'm just, like I said, I'm not even human since that happened, that incident happened, and I was so blocked off on just having any feeling in me. So anytime I have a feeling, I just don't, I just let it go. And that's also why I hired the nanny, because to take care of them, not just when I'm at work, but also at home, because I
Jennifer, what do you
sometimes,
mean? Jennifer, what do you mean with you're not human?
any feeling I have, I just completely block it out. I don't I don't even want to think about it, or I just have everything more logical. Like that's how I operate my life.
Okay,
It's just
if you wanna go from a logical standpoint now, how does that translate into your actions and not so much feelings? What actions are you looking to do to actually fix this problem?
I want to go into tech sales so that it can give me the peace that I've been looking for.
How does tech into
Not
sales give you
just
that piece?
because I can finally work from home, not be away from the kids, not have to worry if my husband is still here
Do you
or
have to
not.
spend a lot of time away from the kids? How
Not
many hours a day do you work?
I work 8 hours.
Every single day of the week?
No. I made it clear that just 5 days, sometimes four, because I have to take care of the kids. I have a young one. I just gave birth like 2 years ago. So I want to be there for them because it's important for kids to have their mothers in their life. So I try to, as much as I can, be with them so that they'll have that mother in their life because the father's not there for most of their time. So I don't also want them to not have a mother.
Okay, so right now I have a mother on the call who's very concerned about their children, looking for a way out to make even more money so that she can protect them, provide for them, and that she can be sure that they will never be hungry. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sums it up.
Yes, and you're basically looking to break into tech sales so that you can facilitate this meeting, right?
Yeah.
Good. So, do you guys see
Yeah.
what I mean with slapping? Like, I just wanted to show you with an example what it is. It's like I'm boom, 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 boom. I'm slapping. Now, this creates two things. And I'm gonna tell you the reversal of this. Number one, do you see because I'm putting this pressure? Do you see that even Amro playing a prospect feels pressure and he has to speak faster because he knows I'm gonna interrupt him? And now it's a battle of who can speak more and faster. You create that pressure. You can create that. And now she is forced to speak faster, to speak more directly. I'm not giving her the possibility to speak like this. It's like, no, do you see? This is what I meant with slapping all the time. Now, do you want to do this with no more prospects? Well, no, clearly, because you're cutting them off. And the whole idea is that you don't cut prospects off because they can give you valuable information. I think all of you understand that. The problem is that this is not a normal prospect. This is a prospect who cannot be articulated to fucking sentences without saying random things. So what I'm doing now is like I'm slapping, slapping, slapping so that we can go fast. But do you guys see how fast I got? I even did a fucking recap. And she's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She gets me. Okay, okay, okay. It's like boom, 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 boom. Now, even with the prospect that a discovery will take you 50 minutes, with me, it takes me 15. Do you see how I can use this prospect to become super fast and super narrow? That makes sense for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Any
Sensei.
takeaways
Quick
in this? Something
question.
you want to say?
A quick question I had. Why do you now include this recap? I seen this is like something that you just edit, same as with Jared when he was asking you, you said, okay, these are two concerned parent. looking out for their son who's autistic. And with this one, it's like, okay, here I just see a mother who's trying to do. Why are you now including this recap?
Because I'm labeling people. So in the mentorship, you know, imagine that I don't say anything and I just allow you to keep going. I know you're a driven guy. I know you want to make it. I know you work hard. Like, I know you want to become a successful hunter with the boys. So it's like, great. But what if I get on a call with you and I say to you, so what I am seeing is a complete beast who wants to make money because he wants to help his family and he wants to get the best life of his dreams and prove everyone wrong that he doesn't need to study law. Is that correct?
Fuck. That fucking hits home. You're like, fuck, this guy gets me, and it gets me fired up as you're saying it. But yeah,
And
I
now what you want to
understand.
do after I said that? What is the first
Take
thing that you want to
action.
do?
I want to take action.
You want to prove me that I'm right. You want to prove it. Yeah, you're right, actually. Do you see? That's why I do it. It's the labeling. The problem with labeling is a very good thing. But the problem is that there are three ways of labeling people. And the two ways that are being pushed, I could say the names of the influencers doing it. Clearly, I'm not going to do that. If you guys catch it, awesome. But they're doing it in ways that are not the most effective. The first one is in take care, Joel. You got this. Go kill it. The first one is basically the labeling that kind of is like at the beginning, which is, are you going to be? I'll give you this example. We just want people who are very driven, who are very hard workers, who are very successful, who are not afraid of making an investment. It's like, could you be more salesy, buddy? Like, that doesn't work. That's the first one. And the second one is with objection handling. This is not incorrect, by the way, but people rely on it like it's the first thing that you have to do it. No, it isn't those two. People rely on it like this is the best way to do it. And this is an accessory. The best way to do it is just like I did in the middle of a discovery as a recap. Okay. And you just felt why. And Ambro as well, when I was explaining that scenario, it's like, yeah, he gets it. So the other way is like when your objection handling is labeling as saying, so what type of person are you going to be? The one who takes action and wins, or the one who just does nothing and loses? That's kind of like the other way. Again, this is not wrong, and I use it a lot. The problem is that this is a small variation of the idea of labeling. Is that it's a variation that you use for objection handling, but the proper way of doing it is this: as an identity. I am identifying yourself as this, and you like it. So you're going to prove it to me. Because after I said all that, what if I said that, I don't know, okay, so in this case, so in order for you to be a hunter, you will have to do this. It's like, fuck, okay. I mean, it's me. So that makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're cooking.
Awesome. Okay, boys, you want to keep going?
The only question I had was,
Yes.
maybe I was just slow here. I still have no idea how Jennifer landing a tech sales job would even benefit her. Like, why?
Me
That
neither.
was the reason I kept pushing on that. But since she didn't give me any good answers, it would have been a good idea to do what you did, just fucking move forward.
Yeah, no. It's not that I have gave up on it. I'm just slapping. I'm directing. Because with this way that I am asking stuff, she now feels pressured into keep going, okay, and going fast. That's kind of like the whole point of it. But it's not like I'm gonna give up because I still don't know how I can help. Now the following questions after that, I'll just show you. Say, okay, Jennifer, based on this, I think I have a solid understanding, except for the fact that I don't know why tech sells. Like, I know why you want to do it, clearly. I know you have big reasons on it, your family, but why tech sales in particular? Why tech sales and not become a mechanic around the block? Why tech sales?
Yeah. I I I saw the I saw the ad. I have friends who are also doing it, who are in sales, and I see what they do, the life they're living, the life they're giving their kids, the life they're giving themselves, the independent that they don't really need someone to trust. So that is partly why I want to do this.
So you just want to do it because some friends are doing it?
No, it's not just that. It's what it allows them to do.
How so?
They, for example, my friend, they don't need to wait for their husband, for example, to come home and basically give everyone, feed the family. They don't, for if they want to take their kids out in the weekends, they don't have to wait for the husband to again come home and maybe take them out. And again, they can just be at home with their kids as much as they want without ever having to sacrifice time to be away from them.
Okay. So basically all I'm hearing is because the husband is not needed. But what if you just become a VA? You could accomplish the same. So what's the difference between going tech into sales? Because, and I'm only going to be leading here for a moment because the prospect kind of gave it to me, but she's not able to link the dots. I'm just going to say this. Okay. So the husband is the fact that you don't need a husband is one of the reasons. Based on what you told me, is because you want to be working from home. Is that correct? So that you can be with your kids more. Is that one of the main factors here? The main drivers? Yeah. Okay. So now what I am not understanding still is that there are multiple jobs that you could have whilst working at home and being with the kids. Why not become a copywriter, for example?
I don't know what that is.
Well, just another person who makes money online with their laptops, just like as you would with tech in tech and sales. So what's the difference?
I don't know. I don't really know what that is. So
What do you know? Do you know what a virtual assistant is?
yes,
Okay, why not become a virtual assistant instead of tech in sales?
that won't, as far as I know, I might be wrong, but as far as I know, that won't give me the ability to take care of my kids as much as tech into sales could.
So you want to go into sales because you can make more money?
Yes.
What is the idea that you want to
For
make?
what is it?
How much do you want to make?
Well, li like I've seen testimonials of people
How
making
much do you want to make? Not testimonials. I don't care what John does. What about you?
anything more than, I don't know, 7, 8K a month.
Okay. Do you believe it's possible to do it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Do you believe you could do it?
I'm sure I can.
What is your plan to do it?
Well, be taught how to do it, and
How are you
I'll
gonna
do what
get it?
need.
How are you gonna learn how to do it then? You said being taught how to do it. How are you gonna do that?
Well, that's part of the reason why I'm on this call, because I was hoping to be shown by you guys on how to do it, so I can join, I can learn, and I can finally help out my kids.
Do you see how the
Yeah.
prospect is selling himself to me now? That's what you do. That's the whole point. And now I just made a person who's super slow to start selling herself to me. And I'm just going to keep doing that and playing on that with 4 or 5 more questions. And then I'm going to say, okay, do you want to stay in a situation that you don't do this for another day, or do you want to start now? No, I want to start now. Okay. Is there anything else that I should know? No, not really. I don't know. Okay, got it. Is it okay if I walk you through exactly what we do here in X company so that you can see how we can help you so you can actually spend time with your kids so you can make those 7K you want so that you don't need that husband anymore? Yes, please. Boom. That's the idea. Yes? No? Makes sense? Doesn't?
Yeah, no,
Masterpiece.
makes sense.
I want to hear your takeaways, your thoughts after all of this, gentlemen.
My biggest takeaway was definitely slapping around the prospects like you do. I understand that normally you don't want to interrupt like you did, obviously, but in this case, and I've had a few calls like this, I've realized now in hindsight I should have interrupted more like you did. It would have saved a ton of time.
Keep in mind that this is a particular prospect, right? It's not you're going to be interrupting every prospect. Don't do that. It's even a little bit rude. But again, this is a special prospect. I can't, I don't have forever. I got to get to the point. Speed.
Luca, a question on that.
Yes.
As opposed to interrupting, would it have been a good idea to, before you actually start interrupting, kind of try to ask her, tell that, please, could you try to be a bit more quick in your responses?
Say that to me without sounding like a dickhead.
Just because I really want to understand everything you have to say, Luca, do you think could be a bit more like rapid in your responses?
Can I rephrase that? Because I've done something similar. I didn't say that exact phrase.
That sounds a bit like a dickhead. It's like you said it politely, but it's like, oh, okay. I will be pissed off. How would you say it, Jennifer?
Yeah, I'll ask a question. And by the way, Luca, just for the sake of time, could we have it just 2, 3 sentences, please?
I like that. That is way better. You could do that. If you're not sure what to do, you can try both. If you want to give that a shot, do it. In my experience, when I have tried that, I have seen that the prospects do it correctly. And then when you ask the next question, they just go again on a rumble. And then you have to say it again. And then they answer correctly and they just go on a rumble in the next one. So it's probably the fact that I just have lost my faith in humanity that I just do this. And it's probably because I just have so many calls under my belt. Like right now, it's like, okay, you know? So there's also that, me self-analyzing. But if you guys are not sure and you guys want to give that a shot, that is the correct way of saying it. Okay. You literally say, okay, so Jennifer, I really want to hear your story. It sounds very, very interesting. Unfortunately, we only have like 45 minutes left. So, and I want to explain to you exactly how I think we could help you based on what you told me. So, what if we do this? Try to, like summarize as much as you can, 2 or 3 sentences tops on the questions that I give you, your answers. So, let's try to do that. Is that the way you do it? Okay. The problem is that they only do it for 1 or 2 questions and then they just go back, in my experience, and it's vast experience. But that doesn't mean that you guys cannot try it, because maybe you actually get a prospect who actually can follow directions. So maybe try that. We could do that. And then, yeah, start slapping around. Okay.
Makes sense.
Awesome. Jaden?
Yeah, I know it's just a role play, but in this case, at the end, wouldn't you pre-handle time and spouse?
Spouse?
Yeah, I know he cheated on her, so would that matter here?
Would you handle spouse in this case? Like the husband?
I mean, if they live together, maybe, but I don't assume that.
Do it. Like, give me the husband objection. I need to talk to my husband. Okay, Jaden. So in order for you to do this, it's going to be 3K.
Yeah, see. Need to talk to my husband.
Sorry, what was that?
I need to talk to my husband about that.
The same husband who cheats on you for 2 years, who has been cheating on you for 2 years. You want to
Yeah.
ask him permission? The same husband that you're telling me that you want to take care of your children. That same husband?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he still makes decisions with me. So
With you or
I don't
for
know.
you? Because this looks like he's making a decision for you. When I found in this call was a mother who actually wanted to take control of her life and the life of their children. You're gonna again put the faith in his hands when you already know what he does? What did he do? What did he did with your relationship? Can you tell me that? Can you remind me of that? What did he did with that?
Yeah, he completely destroyed it.
So what do you think he's gonna do with your future now?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But you guess? Do you think he's gonna save your future, or do you think he's gonna keep destroying it?
Yeah, he will destroy it.
Why? What makes you say that?
Yeah, he already cheated on me, so yeah, I don't think it's a wise decision to talk to him.
So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay to him.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking is because you clarified about the finances of the husband earlier, like that he makes 8K or something. So why did you do that?
But it's just to get contrast on why she wants to break into tech sales. Now, in this case, even though she's talking about money, the reality is that the biggest motivator, it was the fact that she could work from home and take care of the children and make money. Because at the end of the day, if I end up presenting the solution of you can make the same money, but you could stay with the children, would you pick that? Yeah, I will pick that. I mean, I will make the same money, but I can stay home. Okay, so the thing you're really looking for is just to stay at home, and if you can make money, it's an extra, right? Yeah. So I mean, that's basically on what she told me. The thing is that this is a prospect who takes a lot to really understand their own things. If this wasn't clear in the discovery, whilst I'm pitching, I'm gonna make sure that that is clear. And if it's not clear there, when we're doing objection handling, I'll just do it just like I did now. Like it's fine. Okay. The good thing is that if you guys missed something in the discovery, for example, just for you to guys understand, I missed the handling the time. I mean, this is an example, by the way. If I'm genuinely on a call, I'm gonna go question, 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 question. I'm gonna get it done. But like I in this example, I closed the discovery without pre-handling time. Yes, but the reality is that if we're in that point, I can just objection handle that one, and it wouldn't be difficult. Time is not really the most difficult thing to handle. The reality with time is that, do you want to do this? Yes. Why? Because of this. Is this a priority? Yeah, it is. Why is a priority? Because of this. Got it. So a priority doesn't have time. Is it like how much time do you spend looking at TikTok? How much time do you spend doing this? You're telling me that you cannot listen to a training while you brush your teeth? If not, this is not a priority and you shouldn't do it. So it's not the objection that I am most concerned about. In the worst case, I can just handle it pretty easily. Honestly, I'm a beast, and all of you should be beasts. All of your hunters, you should be able to handle any objection like nothing. But that not being the case, it doesn't matter. You would still try to pre-handle it. It's like, I don't know. Is there anything else? Any other takeaways on this? Something that you guys want
Yeah.
to say, discuss? Yes, go for it.
Another takeaway is that sales is about oversimplifying things first, like you do, and making things easier for yourself as the closer. Like same with the links. And Janator was asking himself, okay, how does this link? Instead of you taking that burden, just ask the prospect. Everything that's in your mind, you just make them do the work for you so it makes sense. Same as with you when you were making the lady sell herself. It was like very simple because you kept on asking, okay, why does this? Why does this? And then she was like, okay, making mine online. Why not look at other things? You wanted her to be very specific. And that was just the takeaway. It's
Yeah.
simple. I didn't say it's easy. It's simple if you make it simple for yourself and lift off the weight off your shoulders and stop thinking, oh, now I must think for them. Just let them do the work. They came here to solve their problem and they know the answers.
Exactly. It's like I'm trying to always. I'm not trying. I'm doing it. I'm showing you guys how you can just simplify it. You know, hey, I just do this so that you guys can understand on a micromolecular level what is that I am doing. But if you see, all I did when I was taking control was just leadering. Okay, I was a leader. I was doing data gathering, and then I was just making the prospect sell herself to me. Like that was all I did. Do you see that after a few questions that Jennifer felt pressed? You know, it's like, okay, I got answer. And then that ended up with, she just, yeah, I want to do this because of this and because of this. And like, and if I would have kept going, maybe I should have kept going so you guys can see. It will be 4 or 5 more questions on why she wants to do this and why she needs us. And then that's game over. Okay. Because she has money. That'll probably be my other concern. There's no need for me to pre-handle money here because she has 2K extra. And generators, that thing you can pitch 3K. So it's like, yeah, it's fine, right? So not a problem at all. So, gents, any final takeaways on this one? Otherwise, we're gonna jump with roleplay number 2. Nope.
Yeah, just
It's-
wanted to say
it's-
the experience clearly shows, because when you said, okay, you're making this much, but what about the other guy? Underneath, I didn't understand what's the point of that. I thought you wanted to do it for something else, but no, it's the understanding the overall context of how motivated and what motivates her. So that was something I was like, wow, that's something to consider.
Yeah, get the full picture. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Maybe some will be dead ends, but some others. So, Aiden of Com, Aiden Ren Pias.
What?
Do you feel like doing a role play, being the closer?
Is there enough water in the world to put out the fire? Is
Okay,
the question.
Aiden is gonna be
Leave
the
what?
closer. Aiden is gonna be the closer. Who's gonna be the prospect?
I would like to do it. Okay.
Nah. Carlitos, you go because you lift hands first on the other one. This is
Okay,
gonna be interesting.
give me 2 minutes. I just need to send a test email to somebody, and then I'm good to go.
Okay, let's just pause the video because Aiden needs to send an email. Absolutely, guys. Let's just pause.
What gay shit is that?
There's not
Pretty
a
sure
problem
I
at
earn
all.
more money than you.
There's not a
What
problem at
gay
all.
shit is that?
In the meantime, Luke, I have a question,
Yes.
if you don't mind.
Yes.
Right. This is something I've struggled with a bit, given that I can pitch all the way from 1 to 3K. I always now ask the question, how much are you able to save each month? And let's say, like with that fact, with those answers I get, I'm a bit uncertain in terms of what to pitch. In this case, it's an obvious 3K, right? But what if they say, I am able to save like £300 a month? Would you pitch 2K, 1.5K, 3K?
I'll show you what I would do. So, in your case, Andronator, how much do you make per month?
Yeah, right now I'm making 2K a month.
Okay, is that before or after taxes?
That's before taxes.
Okay, so how much is in your hand every month?
1.5?
1.5. Got it. So, what are your monthly expenses?
Yeah, around 1.3K.
1.3. So you have 200 euros extra every single month?
Actually 300. So yeah.
Okay, 1.3 you didn't say?
Yeah, sorry, 1.2 you could say.
1.2. Okay, so 300 euros every month. Okay, for how long have you been working on this job?
Yeah, man, I mean a long time. 1 year.
1 year. Do you save money or you just like with those 300 you just always go to like parties and to the casino and stuff? What do you usually do?
No, I try to save as much as possible, but yeah, it varies from one month to month.
I can imagine. If you want to give me an average so that I know how much urgency you having to change in careers and make more money, with that saving that you have, it's like you you're using half of those savings, you're using all of your savings, it's just only a little part of those savings.
No, I'd say I'm able to save 200 pounds consistently a month.
Okay. Okay. So I'm asking just because I want to know how much, how much of an urgency you have. I'm imagining you're in a situation right now that you would like to make more money, right? You don't want to just save 200 euros. So, anyways, this is a cover. And then I'm just going to use that so that he doesn't suspect and I can just keep asking questions. But the reality is that I just found that this guy saves 200 euros every single month and that he's been doing this for a year. Is that correct? That's what you said, right? Therefore, how much is he making? 200 times 12, that is 2,400. So he is making, at least I know that I can pitch 2.4K euros. Okay. So I'm going to go with like 2.5. That should be the range that you have. You can get very specific like that. That makes sense or not?
Interesting. Yeah, that does help a lot.
And then you can just break down the math for them as well if you want to. Like when you're doing a price and it's like, I don't know if I have the money. Well, let's see. You want to do this, right? Yeah, I want to do this. Okay. If you really want to do this, all I want to understand is, mm, you told me that you're saving this amount of money for this amount of time. It will pretty much be 2.5, 2.4K. That makes sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Is that number kind of there? Not the RS, don't worry. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So when you say it's completely out of fetch, what do you mean if you have the funds? What does that look like? Okay.
Do you think they would potentially get suspicious that you pitched the exact amount like that calculation counts to be, or would you kind of pitch a little bit differently?
That's roleplay. So it's going to be 2.5K, Andrew.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was a bit more than I expected, to be honest. Um, yeah, I'm not sure I have that money.
Interesting. Well, I mean, this is something that you want to do? You sure?
Yeah, I mean, I want to do it.
Why?
Well, yeah, because it would help me get a textile job, help my family.
Okay. So when we talked about finances, you told me that you're saving up 200 euros every month. You've been working for a year, and this hasn't been a consistent thing. If we do the math right now, we can, it's 12, 200 times 12. It's, yeah, 2.4 actually. The program is 2.5. So when you told me you don't have that money, it's like, did you just lie to me earlier, or are you lying to me now with the fact that you want to do it?
Be honest with you, man. Did you just
Yeah.
ask me those questions earlier to know how much I had for the program?
No.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
So do you think that number is completely unreasonable for you, or what do you want to do?
No, no, you're right. It was just a little bit more than I expected, but yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Do you see? I just don't give a single shit about your suspicion.
That's funny.
Why would I buy into it? So imagine this. Who in here, Aiden of Com, you have a girlfriend. So I want you to role play this, and I want you to be sincere as you possibly could. Okay. Imagine that I am your girlfriend right now, and I tell you,
I've been
Aiden,
waiting for this day.
yeah, Aiden, like role play, Aiden, did you cheat on me?
No. Why do you think I cheated on you?
That's a good reaction when someone didn't cheat it. What if instead he would have reacted this way? No, what do you mean? I go out every single day with you. I buy you these things. I do these things with you. We went this day. It was our anniversary the other day. It's like, do you see how that makes it more suspicious now? Because I just bought it into it, and I just keep explaining and giving reasonings. But the fact he said no, why? It's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking, and that's enough. I took it to the extreme by just saying no, because what can you say after that? Like, what are you gonna say? Okay, because I'm not deviating from the real concern, which is why are you don't want to do it? Why do you don't want to do it? So don't let them take control. Okay. Okay, so Aiden, Carlitos, let's see where this leads. So I'm gonna pin both of you.
The fuck am I selling?
What offer are you familiar with?
I mean, I can try and sell 4DCI. That's probably the only thing I've really have much knowledge of.
Okay, let's do 40CI, which is a copywriting agency. Mentorship, sorry, if you don't know what the fuck the 40CI is. So, Aiden, I want you to start like from the intro, the get-go. Like we said before, I really don't give a single shit about you memorizing stuff. I just want you to do the intro as best as you can. If you fuck up, which you will fuck up, so don't be nervous, because I mean there's 100% chances you're gonna fuck up. So just be relaxed. And I'm just gonna correct you into what you could be doing better. So call starts in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Carlos, how's it going, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you, brother. Where are you calling me from today?
I'm calling from Peru.
From Peru. Oh man, that's pretty far away from me. I'm up on the other side of the world in the UK.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Anyway, man, I know we've only got a limited amount of time here today. Do you mind if we just jump straight into things?
Of course, let's go.
Awesome, man. So basically, we have one purpose of this call today and one purpose only. It's I want to see if what we have here at the 4DCI is actually going to help you accomplish your goals with copywriting. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it's not, there's no hard feelings. We can part our separate ways. And in my professional opinion, I will just give you some guidance of the next steps of what I think would be most beneficial to you. All right.
Okay.
Cool. And then you might notice some of my questions. I'm a bit direct. I'm quite a straightforward guy. So it would be pretty helpful to move the conversation along if you are equally direct with your answers. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome, man. So first of all, tell me, what led you to book this call with me today?
Stop.
Mm,
Good. 8 out of 10. Very well. The thing that you're missing, it's clear framing on I'm gonna ask you questions now to see if I can help you. And then whilst I'm explaining the program to you, you can ask me all the questions you want. Make sense? Make sense. Okay? You just missed that. But very good. Carlitos?
Yeah, I forgot that bit.
Yeah. Carlitos, go for it.
so the reason why I booked this call is because I'm in the booty camp and I just want to get more help with getting a client and such.
Okay, so you're already familiar with Tyson, you're in the boot camp and you need some help getting a client, yeah? Does that
Yes.
sound about right?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been in the boot camp for?
I've been there for like 6 months.
6 months, okay. And how long have you been copywriting in general?
In general, it's been like 7 months.
7 months, okay. So first of all, if you started 7 months ago and you joined in the boot camp 1 month later, what led you to get to the realization that you wanted to get some extra help in the first place with the boot camp?
It's because my copy is shit because English is my second language. So I want extra help with that, and I just want to land the clients. I'm doing a tons of outreaches, and I'm not getting anything. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. You say you're doing a ton of outreaches. What does that look like? How many outreaches are you doing a day at the moment?
I'm doing like, I don't know, like 200 a week.
200 a week? Okay, that's nice. That's quite a lot. So, in terms of your strategy with outreach, talk to me a little bit about your approach to that. Are you using Instagram, emails, social media? What does that look like?
I
Boss,
do.
boss. So far, very good. You just went directly into interrogation mode, data gathering. Okay, not bad. I mean, I'm not going to say it's bad or good. So this is interesting. Now, I think you kind of fumble. If you're going to go interrogation mode, go all the way. So 200 a week. Okay. Just for me to understand. And now you're going to do math. So 200. So you're basically doing around 28, 29 averages a day. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. That's 800 a month. And that's an interesting amount of averages. How many clients are you closed? Now you're trying to go into what platform are you using? That's coaching. The coach asks that. Don't ask about that. It's like no, because if you go into that direction, you say, oh, you're doing Instagram. Now Carlitos can say, what if I use email though? Do you see? It's like now it becomes coaching. Should I use email? Should I use Facebook? It's like it's risky and it goes besides the point. Your job is to just be data, 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 data. If you chose to go this path, is data, 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 and then the emotions part based on all that, and then you just tie the final nut, which is you're fucking up fully. That makes sense, Aiden? Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So the reason I tried to go down that route a little bit more
Tell me.
was to see what he felt like he was missing from the content that he's had so far. And I wanted to try and build a bit of real build a bit of a gap between the low ticket and the high ticket to see what he felt like was missing.
Yeah, no, I'm liking this. It's not wrong at all. All I'm saying is that if you chose this path, go in depth because it's like, oh, okay, just 200 a week, got it. I don't know how much that is. I don't know how much time that is taking him. I don't know how much time he has a day to use this. Do you see? Those are very important factors as well that I can use to leverage. And it was Jaden, you wanted to ask something?
Maybe I can save it for later because Aiden might ask that question. So
Okay. So, Aiden, keep going. What would you ask now?
Let me think. So Carlos, you're saying that you're doing about 200 outreaches a week, which is roughly about 30 a day. How long would you say you've been how long would you say you've been doing those kind of numbers for? Is that a fairly consistent thing over the 6 months or so, or is that more recently?
I've been initially I just procrastinated it, and I didn't really do much outreaches for like the first 2 months, but then Tyson told me to do more. So that's why I decided the past 4 months to do more outreaches at this pace.
I see. And in terms of your day to day, if you're doing around 30 outreaches, how much time would you say that's taking you?
It depends, right? Because sometimes I have to send out free value and it's annoying. So it takes like 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. What what makes you say that free value is annoying?
Just have to write it. It's not very enjoyable. So yeah, it takes time.
Why don't you find it enjoyable?
No,
Damn it.
2 to 3 hours. Okay. Why not doing more? Why not doing less?
Okay. So if you're saying it's taking you around 2 to 3 hours, why are you not doing more or why are you not doing less?
I think that's I think 28 to 30 is like pretty reasonable. And obviously I'm doing other stuff around the house or I have to do my day job. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. What makes you think that doing around 30 a day is reasonable?
I don't know. It's just
Nope. Nope. Okay. What do you work on? You have two choices, honestly, realistically. Number one is just keep going this path and just ask more questions about the averages, which is basically the thing is that, and the other one is asking what does he work for? Like, what is his job? And how does that correlates into him trying to become a copywriter? Is one of the things that you have to touch on. The thing is that, you know what isn't clear to me? How many clients he has, how much money he made with all those averages. I need to know. Okay. Like that is a big question mark that I have right now. And then I'll probably go with the job. That would be realistically what I would do.
Okay. So, Carlos, you're spending around 21 hours a week doing your outreaches. And in the time over the past 6 to 7 months since you've started, how many clients have you closed and how much money have you made so far?
so for one client, I closed a fitness offer. It was like $100 a month, which is well, just not too bad in Peru, but still that's not enough. $100, and then that lasted for only like a month, and now I don't have any clients.
Okay, I see. So if you're able to put 3 hours a day into outreach, what's your working situation currently looking like? Do you have a day job?
Oh yes.
Uh,
Okay, and what are you doing?
before you go, let me show you something. You're on the right track, by the way. This is acceptable, but because you're showing up very well, just like I did with Engineer, I'm gonna push you to become even better. Okay. So
Who, me?
no, my neighbor. Yes, you, of course. So very good so far. Carlitos, like just role play with me. Okay, so let me see if I understood correctly. You only had one client who pays you 100 bucks a month.
Yeah. Like I said, he only lasted 1 month, so he only paid me once.
Okay.
So after that, I just been struggling. I haven't landed another gig.
Okay. And this consistency of you sending 200 averages a week, which is 800 a month, out of this whole 7 months, how many months have you been this consistent with that?
It's been like I think I said 5 months. The past 5 months I picked it up because
Okay,
Tyson
so
told me.
we got 5 months that you were like this. What about the other two? What about the other three? Sorry. How
The other
many were
three,
you sending?
I was procrastinating. I barely did any. I was just learning copy and stuff like that.
So no number? Like you barely did or you
Yeah,
didn't?
yeah. I only did like a few, maybe like 50 or 60
Okay.
throughout that whole time period.
Okay. So we literally have that you did 800 averages consistently for 5 months. Okay. That
Yeah.
will literally be, we're going to do the math, 800 averages for
40.
5 months. That is 4,000 averages plus the 50 that you did. So that's 4,050 averages just to get one client. Okay. That lasted 1 month. So if I go for that, it basically means that, well, if I do the math, just for you to understand, that basically gives you a success rate of 0.0002 success rate on you getting clients. So as long as you keep doing this, you do understand that you will have 0.0002% chances of getting another client that pays you 100 bucks a month. Is this why you booked this call, man? Because you want to change this?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's the reason. If you boil it all down, that's the reason.
Interesting. And now I'm going to go with the job. Do you see the difference now?
God damn.
So the whole thing is that I love data gathering. And I don't want you guys to misunderstand me because You guys sometimes are like, yeah, no, it's a wrong thing to do numbers like that. It's like, no, it isn't. The thing is that when you start a conversation, you gotta first see where the prospect wants to take it. Once you understand what is his big concerns or anything, you can go and play fully on that. Aiden took brutally the direction of, I'm gonna do data gathering. Okay, let's do it. That's not a bad thing. You want to go for it? Let's go for it. But if I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go with it till the fucking end, with numbers that make sense. Because when I say those numbers, it's like I basically just grabbed a gigantic dildo and I started slapping the shit out of Carlitos. He's cooked. Okay. He knows that as long as he keeps doing this, he has 0.0002 chances of succeeding. So he's fucked. He now needs me just with data. This is the good way of doing data. The wrong way of doing data gathering is trying to measure how much time it takes him monthly, which is ungraspable. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I do the math so that I know that this takes Carlitos in the every 3 months, 34.2 hours. And then I say, do you think that's good? And Carlitos will be like, 32.4 hours in 3 months. It's like, how do I even comprehend that? I don't even understand that. So do you see that that is a very specific number that gives me nothing? That is the wrong way of doing data gathering. But you do want to do data gathering with a very specific number that gives you everything, which is, for example, the number that I just did here. And now he's like, got it. I fucking hate my life. Okay. You just give him the full clarity to say, yeah, fuck this shit. Does this make sense, boys? All of you? Great. Jaden?
Yeah, so you kind of did the data gathering, summarized the pain, but then you asked, is that why you booked this call? Can I also ask, what are your thoughts on that? So how many questions can I ask here?
Yeah, I mean, you could keep squeezing the shit out of it. Like, like honestly, it, you can just say, is that why you booked this call? Yeah. Okay. So what are your thoughts on the fact that you have 0.0022% chances of succeeding doing this over 7 months? And the worst, Carlitos, you have been doing this seriously for 5 months. You spending money on this, and that's the success rate that you have. Do you want to continue like this? No, why not? And I can just really play on it. Okay. The thing is, the more I play on it, do you see how slowly starts going into the emotional side, which is how do you end up feeling about doing this? And now I will lose my opportunity to link the final point on the tangible thing, which is what do you do for work? How much money do you make with work? How much time do you work for? For how long have you been working for? And why do you want to make this change to copywriting? Yes?
Yeah, so earlier you mentioned we should treat the intangible and tangible as sections. So in the discovery, do we only have two sections of tangible and intangible?
The thing is, it's not I want you to do this or this is how you're supposed to do it, because every conversation is going to be different. I have had discoveries where I only did data gathering like tangible, numbers, and that was it. I had calls where I only did the emotional side, and that was enough. I had calls where I did untangible, tangible, pitch. I had calls where I did untangible, tangible, untangible, tangible, untangible, tangible, pitch. Because you never know. My point is, in the calls, you're going to be faced with a situation. Your job as a closer is to get the most out of that situation. It doesn't matter what it is. The only problem that I have is that you guys don't mix both, like Andrew did in a moment, that he went from logical to illogical from question 1 to 2. It's like, don't mix them, separate them, because in each, you can go a lot in depth, okay? It's like, you got one, okay, let's go in depth. Let's go with the second one, let's go in depth. If something new pops off, go in depth with that one as well. Because clearly, the whole point of you doing things correctly would be you realizing that you don't want to be going tangible, intangible, tangible, intangible, tangible, intangible, because that means that you haven't went into depth enough. You haven't done the proper job the first time you did it. So clearly, but in some cases, the fucking prospect never gives you a golden piece of information that he forgot, or you just didn't see it because you were a wanker. I don't know. But when you got it, you got to keep playing on it. Make sense?
100%. Also, another question. So we gather data around how much money he makes and also how many clients, how many outreaches. Do we also need to say some like replies or how many interviews, or is that unnecessary?
No, you could. It's not wrong at all. Not a problem at all. I just go with the how many clients do you get, because I already know the industry and it's a heavy industry. It's a difficult industry. I know that if I just ask how many clients you have, he's gonna be fucked in the ass. So I'm just gonna go with that. Like I just know it. I know the industry pretty well, believe me. So it's like I know he's gonna be hurt about it. So I'm just gonna go for it. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe one last quick question. I think he was rationalizing once. He said it's not that bad, but you kind of destroyed it with the facts. So would you like mention that it's well, okay, do you really think this is good, making $100, or is that not necessary?
Yeah, you could absolutely do it. I mean, I could just prove him wrong with numbers. Numbers are going to speak louder than words. That's why I wasn't even concerned. I knew that I could do this, but you definitely can touch back on it. Like I don't see a single problem with not. But again, just try not to. If you do it, let's say that after I did those numbers, I said, "So does it sound bad now? Does it sound good now?" I sound like a dickhead, right? So if you do it, do it with touch. Do it gently, okay? Because you're gonna sound like an imbecile, and that's not gonna help you. And in this case, you don't need to. Realistically, you can just with just these numbers, prospect is like, fuck. That's all you needed. You got what you needed. No need to go more. Make sense?
100%.
All right. Aiden of come. Ready?
Yeah, where did you get him to in that rabbit hole? Did we get to the job? It was just before that, wasn't it?
When?
Where did we get up to with the questions?
Why? To show him that he has a 0.0002% chance of succeeding.
Oh yeah, and then that is that why you booked this call?
Yeah. And he said, yeah, that sums it up. What would you ask now? What is the number? What is the piece of information that I still need to know on the logical, tangible side?
Is that
The-
where we need to go into his work?
yes, because that not just gives me information on that, it gives me motivation on why he doesn't want to stay there, and also gives me information on how much money he has.
And then we need to do the why copywriting thing as well.
Yes. So formulate a question to find out about his job and everything related to it.
Before I do that, I do have a question. So
Hmm?
you've now just got him in like the valley of despair, where, is this why you booked this call? Yeah, this is why I'm here. Would you literally just then transition like straight into, okay, so talk to me about your job and your current situation? Is that too like abrupt?
The thing is that this is not value of despair. This is he just realized it. You will see value of despair. I'll show you what value of despair is. This is nothing. This is just him realizing that, oh, maybe things are not that good. I just started. Right now, get the job information. You'll see. Get the job information first. Just go with that.
Okay.
Make it simple.
Okay, Carlos. So give me a little bit of like an understanding of your current situation. Like, what are you doing for work right now?
I'm a game developer in Peru.
A game developer. Okay. Is that your full-time work?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. Do you like what you're doing?
It's okay. It's just I don't want to just stay stuck to this job. I just want more freedom.
Okay, so you don't feel like you're getting much freedom right now.
Yes, it's I don't want like working long hours, stuff like that.
Okay. If you say you're working long hours, how many hours would you say you're working roughly in a week?
I would say like 50 hours a week.
Okay. 50 hours a week. And you're still managing to fit in on top of that an additional 30 hours a week to do your outreaches.
Yes, during the weekends, and I work very hard. So every time I get off of work, I always try to, or sometimes I also have downtime during my work hours, and I can do some outreaches that way as well.
Okay, I see. So is is it the long hours that you feel like is why you're looking to get out of the game development?
No, 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 no.
That felt really leading.
Yes, but yeah, but it's not bad. But again, I expect more out of you. I'll show you. Okay, so Carlitos, tell me about your work a little bit. What is that you do?
I'm a game developer
A game developer. Why you're looking to make this change? Gracias.
because I work, I said 9 to 5 or more. Is I work 50 hours a week, so I just want more freedom. So I can be able to move around or something.
Okay, so 50 hours a week. That is you're working roughly 7 hours a day. How many days do you work?
I work 5 days a week.
Oh, if you're working 5 days a week, then this is different. This will be you're working like 10 hours a day, the day's work.
Yeah, almost you can say, yeah.
Okay, so how are you doing all these averages? Isn't it
I sometimes have a downtime during my work hours, and obviously when I'm off of work, the weekends and stuff like that.
okay? So you're putting all this work into this, all these hours into this job, just to put a lot more hours into you getting 0.002% chances of getting out of it. That sounds like a rat trap, if you ask me. Why? What's driving you to keep going?
I just saw a testimonial that George made 20K a month, so that will be nice. So I'm hoping something like that I could achieve.
Okay, so the reasoning on why you want to change this is you want more freedom. I need to talk to you about that, and you just want more money.
Yeah,
That's fair. Okay. So when it comes to the money, how much do you make per month in this job?
I make like 2.7K a month.
This is after taxes or before?
That's before.
What about after?
It's like 2.4K.
You make 2.4K. This is USD.
Yes.
Okay. In Peru, that's a very good number. What are your expenditures?
I'll have an apartment. An apartment, obviously. I I uh like food and stuff like that. Essentially.
Okay. How much money do you spend on those things, on everything monthly?
I would say $700.
Okay. So that means that you have I'm not following here. The reason you want more money, but at the same time you have extra money every single time. So if you're making 2.4 every single month and you're only spending 700, I'm kind of lost right now. You have like 1.7 extra every single month. Uh, Is money
Yeah,
not enough?
yeah, I just want more money, especially because, like I said, I saw testimonials of Tyson talking about like getting 10K a month, or like George getting 20K a month, or like other people like that. So I want more money,
Why?
and just to be able to move around, maybe go to like Japan or Thailand or something like that.
Are you not able with 1.7 every single month extra?
No, no, it's expensive, and it's very expensive to go from Peru to Tokyo as well. So the trip is very pricey.
How much do you think you need to be making per month to give you those luxuries?
Uh, I could probably maybe afford a trip now, but it would just evaporate most of my money. So I'm hoping to make at least, I would say, 6K a month, 5K a month.
Okay, that's a big leap. With your current job right now, do you have location freedom or do you have to be physically where you work?
Yeah, I have to be here in Lima.
So you cannot leave to Tokyo then.
Mm, like I said, I could probably maybe like have a vacation, but it would just be a vacation. I'll have to go back to work after the vacation is over.
Got it. Just like a vacation.
Yeah,
Which takes me back to my point. You can't really go there. You could, but you could go
yeah,
physically, but your mind is going to stay in Lima.
yeah.
Do you want that?
No, I don't. I
Okay.
want to move out of here.
Why is that? And I'll just stop. But do you see how I'm just going? Do you see how fast I'm going with everything? I'm getting so much data with so many things into multiple things right now. So all of this allows me to get a very good understanding of him. I'm not roasting him at all. I'm just doing data gathering on every single thing right now. What I need to know now to finish up this is I need to understand why he doesn't want to stay there, why he wants to go to Tokyo, why not just staying in Lima. Because he said that one of the reasons on why he wanted to do this was because he wanted location freedom, right? Why? Because he wants to go to Tokyo. Okay. This he didn't sound like he just wanted to visit. He sounded like he just wanted to get out of Lima. Again, I can just ask if I'm not sure. I could just keep going. Like it's fine. You don't have to be that assertive as I was. You can just maybe ask, do you want to stay in Lima? Do you want to just visit? What's kind of like the goal here? If he is like, no, I want to keep going. I want to keep going. Okay, cool. Awesome. That makes sense, everyone? Or I'm losing you a lot with this?
Yeah, can I also comment on that?
No, you can't. So no, I'm just kidding. All right, tell me.
Because this is considered still early on in the discovery, you're also training him that, hey, from now on, moving forward, I need you to be sharp, focused, very short sentence, right? We don't have time for BS. Like, be quick about this.
Yeah, well, what again? That's my point as always. You guys are telling me, hey, look, I have an hour and 15 minutes of a call. Why are your calls faster? Well, here you can see why. This is how I'm able to take a lot of calls in the day and not really be fatigued at all. Okay, because I'm making the prospect work for me like crazy. After the call, I'm not tired. The prospect is tired and with less money. Okay, so that's what happens in the calls. I don't get tired. Like I'm just okay. Why this? Why that? Why that? How so? What do you mean? Why? When? That's just me in the call. Okay, so I would say we don't have a lot of time because I have to go to the other call. So I would say, based on just this part, everything made sense. Is there a part that you guys got lost? Is there a part that you guys were like, I don't understand what's the point of this or why is this happening? Anything like that?
Yeah, I have one question.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, based on everything we've just gathered, how would you combine every dot and like really drill into the pain? Like, how does it make you feel? Do you want to save the situation for another day?
Yes. So right now, after I finish all that, I still need to get the idea on what's the whole thing with the location freedom. Okay. I really want to understand that just to have a very solid idea. I want to see what's the number one motivator. Is it money or is it location? Based on what I'm seeing, it's probably gonna be location. So, you know, like, yeah. Hey guys, you can wake up now. My role play is over. Yeah, facts. I don't know what you three lot are doing. For some reason, I had a feeling Jaden was gonna ask the most random ass question. He does that. He literally does that. Anyways, so this would probably be the end of my data gathering. By the way, Aiden, really good job. You surprised me for the good. You surprised me for the good, actually. If you got serious, boy, you could be dominating and humiliating these boys, but you're not. You're being gay. So,
We're getting there. We're getting there.
all right. Now, second thing. Now, once I finish the data gathering, I'm going to jump into just do, okay, so if I understand correctly, X, Y, and Z. Yes, got it. Okay. Based on all this that we discussed, the fact that you, what the fuck is that question? Oh my God. But yes, it's typical Jaden question. So this is what I would say to transition into more the emotional side. in the intangible one, I would just say, okay, so based on the fact that you want to move out of Lima because of X and you want to make more money because of Y, when you have been doing this insane amount of work, plus the fact that you're working 10 hours a day on average, just for you to have 0.0002% chances of succeeding, man, what are your thoughts on all of this? Yeah, and I fucking hate it. Yeah. What do you mean you hate it? And then I'm just gonna go into the intangible and see where this leads. Okay, I'm not gonna give you the example because I don't know what he would say, but I would just keep on going on that. And then I'm going to pre-handle, which is time, wife, if needed, money, if needed. I don't need to pre-handle money in this case because he has resources. He could get resourceful. So I'm not in a concern. And that is, yeah, it's pretty much it. Does that make sense on what will be the direction?
Yes.
Excellent. Boys, nothing else before we close it? I mean, now we have another call, but before we close this one, we're good to go? Actually, we are good to go. There's no more time, so fuck you if you had a question more. Anyways, gents, I'm glad you like it. I know you liked it because you were smiling a lot of times, so, but did you learn, was it helpful? Was it worth it to show up? Yes?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Right. We're missing like
Yes.
2, 3 boys. I don't know whether wanking off, what they're doing, but anyways, gentlemen, I will see you in the next one, which is going to be on Sunday. Okay. Prepare your questions, prepare your calls for review. And now I will see you in the Discord because we have another call to do. So until then, I'll see you in like 5 minutes. Okay. Peace out, my G's.